Oh, Jamar Chase with the dive. Because Garrett Wilson's wide open. Garrett Wilson, touchdown Barrett. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here on the World of Juice channel, and welcome back to another episode of the Honolulu Desperados. That's right, we are back, and we are about to finish year number 3, but only the regular season. We've gotten to week number 10 of year number 3. The team is performing unbelievably well this year, and this is our season. We've had the first 2 years to kind of get the team chemistry together, get the overalls where we need them to be, and now year number 3, week numbers 1 through 9 have gone so well that we are currently undefeated on the season and are trying to not only have a perfect season, but absolutely get some revenge on the San Francisco 49ers from last season, losing to them in the first round of the playoffs. Even though we were probably the favorites going into that game, it didn't go our way. This season's going to change some things because we are a much different team, and I have full faith in this team to get the job done whenever we get to the playoffs next episode. But today, we will finish the regular season in this one. Hope you guys are going to enjoy. If you do, leave it a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club, and let's get started. We pick up at week number 10 where we left off last episode. 8-0 on the year. You love to see it. I can't believe that this team is undefeated. I mean, I know that we've got ourselves quite the roster, but to be undefeated at this point is kind of crazy if you really think about it. We've got a good offensive line, but they're not like that high of an overall or anything. We've got 2 pretty good tight ends. We've got, obviously, amazing receivers, a fantastic running back, and a really good quarterback. But I think the defense is really what's dominating right now. I think we're getting a lot of turnovers. I think we're getting a lot of pressure on quarterbacks. And I think we're really containing offenses and really dominating them. I think that's where our defense is really coming into play. So let's see if we can hold on for a second half of the season. See if we can go perfect. I don't know if we will be able to. It'd be really awesome if we could. We've got some very important negotiations that have to happen. We could use our ability to restructure some contracts. That's a possibility. It's probably what's going to have to happen because absolutely we need to bring back Micah Parsons. We need to bring back Devonta Smith. We need to bring back Jalen Waddle, Greg Rousseau. Like, we need to bring back all these guys to the team. I don't want to just let these guys go because that would be a bad idea. We'd basically be just restarting the team at that point, and I don't really want to do that. We're only 3 or 2.5 years in, so I don't want to do that. So we'd basically have to ruin the team in the future to bring those guys back, but it is what it is. Let's advance the week 10. I don't know what games we're going to jump into today. I don't have any idea, really. We beat the Seahawks. We take on the Green Bay Packers, who are 3-6. They're not having that good of a year at all. But it is week 11. It is time for the focus players. I don't remember who I was thinking, though. I have my board. That's nice. I was wondering if I put a board together last episode or not. I don't really know who I'm thinking of anymore. From last episode to this episode, I don't remember who I was looking at. I like this guy, Harold Lucas, though. Only 50% scouted. 5'11" out of USC. Looks unbelievable in terms of his athleticism, and he's got pretty decent skills too. Harold Lucas looks pretty good. We know that Sean Beatty is officially a round 2 to 3 true talent. That's very interesting. I think I'm going to use one of them on Harold Lucas. I'm going to use one of them on probably Todd Spencer, because I would like to know a little bit more about him. And then we'll use the other one on... I mean, we've got these outside linebackers up to 95%. Maybe we just finish the job on some of them. Let's do that. Let's find out how good Sean Northcutt is. So we'll finish the job there. Maybe that was a waste. I don't know. But if we have him at 95%, we might as well learn officially how good he is. All right, and I don't care about the prospect spotlight. They don't really give me anybody that notable anyway. So let's advance the week past week 11, past the Green Bay Packers. Another victory. It is 35-25. We take on the 49ers. A big upgrade here, a big team. We've beaten them once before this season. And we got a breakout quarterback scenario. Okay. Anthony Richardson has a breakout quarterback scenario to go up from superstar to superstar X Factor. If he can throw 4 touchdowns or 400 scrimmage yards, 1 interception, whatever it may be, Anthony Richardson could go up to X Factor. This makes me want to jump into the game, but also I don't want to have the possibility of screwing it up. But I think we might have to jump in the game. I know we jump into the game a lot with the Niners, but I mean, the Niners are the best team in the division other than us, so it makes the most sense. I think I am going to jump in this game, see if we can help along with Anthony Richardson's ability to, or his development trait scenario, trying to get from superstar to superstar X Factor. 10-0 versus 7-3. This is a big matchup. These are the two of the best teams in football right now, going at each other in Honolulu. It's prime time. It's 8:30, so it's some sort of prime time game. This is a really, really big one. Let's jump in and see if we can help Anthony Richardson get to X Factor, because we need to have an X Factor quarterback. Big first quarter drive here for Honolulu. It is raining in Hawaii, which is not necessarily a bad thing. I think we can use the weather to our advantage here, especially when trying to get out to Puka Nakua there. 0 for 1. Not a good start. I thought I had him. The ball got a little bit carried away. It's all right. 2nd and 10. Out of the backfield is Bijan Robinson. Make a man miss, Bijan. Okay, couldn't do that, but he gets a couple yards, making it a 3rd and very manageable. And we're going to give this to Bijan to have him run the football. Bijan did not get the first down. And I'm not going to run a no huddle or anything. It's not going to be worth it. It's too close to the end zone, our own end zone, for me to go for it and miss it. That's just something I'm not going to do. So we're going to let the CPU handle this for a little bit. First drive didn't go our way. We kick a field goal. That's good. The defense allows a field goal as well from the Niners. This probably isn't the best team to have a quarterback scenario to go up to X Factor against, because the Niners are such a good team. It's hard to score against them, obviously. So to have 4 passing touchdowns for Anthony Richardson is going to be very difficult. I don't even think it's going to be possible. Bijan gets suplexed, speared almost, but he got the first down. Red alert. It is a red zone opportunity. 3rd and 3 from the 15. If Jalen Waddle can create some separation, he's going to be open here pretty easily. I just need Waddle to get there in time, and Jalen Waddle just overthrown by Anthony Richardson. I don't know how that was overthrown by Anthony Richardson, but it was. That is unfortunate. That is really unfortunate. We kicked the field goal, tied the game. We probably could have went for it, got aggressive. It is a field goal matchup here. A bunch of field goals by the Niners and by us. Nobody can seem to create any offense. Any consistent offense, I guess. Fire that in there. That's going to be Devonta Smith wide open. Richardson's not going to be able to get it this game. He's got no touchdowns, obviously, because we have no touchdowns in the game. Check down to Bijan. Bijan gets inches. Okay. Slot wide cross, maybe. I got to step up in this pocket. Get out of the way. Richardson going. Gets the first down. 7 carries, 42 yards is not bad. Slants. I was hoping that they would, like, press. Oh, and Njoku stay in bounds. Yes! David Njoku stayed in bounds. He's able to get extra yards, get up the field. I was really hoping his momentum wouldn't carry him out of bounds there. Really hoping his momentum wouldn't carry him out of bounds. Final play before the 2-minute warning. And I'm going to have to step up in this pocket, and Nick Bosa is going to destroy me. I just didn't have the speed to step up in that pocket. I backed up too far. That one's on me. That one is on me. I backed up way too far there. Out of the backfield is Devon Chan. Makes a man miss. It's 3rd and 8 now. He got a few yards. I thought he'd have a little bit more space than that, but he didn't. A drag under. Is this even the right idea? Maybe. I'm hoping Puka gets open. But Puka's probably not the right idea. It's going to have to be Pat Freiermuth. He makes the catch. It's 1st and goal from the 5. Pat Freiermuth. Huge catch. And then we go back to him. He's open again. It's touchdown for the first time in the game from either team. It's a touchdown. And it's Anthony Richardson throwing it to Pat Freiermuth. Huge play. Huge, huge play. With 1:09 to go, too. Oh, my God. It is no more timeouts. The Niners just used their last timeout. They need to score a touchdown. And they're pretty close, to be fair. 13-9 from the 20. 35 seconds, no timeouts. They can't kick a field goal. Field goal does nothing. If we can keep them in bounds here without scoring, the clock will do a thing for us. Brian Bresee. Purdy throws it out of bounds, throws it away. 30 seconds, it's 2nd and 10. All we need to do is keep them in play without getting a touchdown, and the clock will do the job for us. That's going to be not the job that we need to do. He gets out of bounds to the 4. That's unbelievably annoying that Debo did that, because now they've got themselves a great spot here. So we're going to have to blitz some linebackers, get some pressure on Purdy. It's going to be caught. Touchdown Niners. I can't believe my life. Are they really going to bring us to overtime here? Oh, no, it's not going to be overtime. They're going to win the game. 21 seconds, 13 points. It's a 3-point game with 21 seconds. Boom. Big throw. Knocked incomplete. I honestly thought that he didn't have a chance at that. I thought that I put the ball in a good enough spot, but it looks like I shouldn't have jumped into this game because we're going to lose it. Unless Jalen Waddle or somebody gets open, it's going to have to be Jalen Waddle. Down the field. Jalen Waddle didn't even jump for it. I pressed the button, but he didn't jump for it. I'm not sure how he didn't do it. Oh, no. I'm selling, aren't I? I'm selling majorly. And that's going to be incomplete because he got bumped on the route. It's 4th and 10 from the 25-yard line. 7 seconds left. It's ball game, ladies and gentlemen. We have lost our first game of the season to the San Francisco 49ers, and I don't know how it's happened. We are clearly a better team than the Niners. And it's over. It's ball game. We lose to the 49ers on Monday Night Primetime. Our first loss of the season. We will not go undefeated this year. But probably more importantly, I should say, Richardson does not have near a good enough game to go up to X Factor. Maybe I shouldn't have jumped in. Maybe I should have simulated that, and we might have won it. It probably would have given him a better shot to not only win the game, but also complete the challenge. That's kind of annoying right there. That is kind of annoying that we will not go undefeated this season because I feel like mainly due to me, which is super frustrating, but it is what it is. We have the Tennessee Titans right now, and we will beat them. Now we have Philadelphia back at home here in Honolulu. We will beat them as well. Man, if we go 16-1, I am going to be so annoyed. I'm going to be so annoyed. 12-1. We also have to take care of these negotiations before we get to the offseason. So we're going to have to talk to some people about some renegotiations. We'll do that in a couple of games. Let's simulate this game against Jacksonville. Actually, we could jump in and play this Jacksonville game since it's away from home. This might be our final away game of the season. I'm not sure. But before that, let's go pay some people. So Who are guys that need restructuring? Buda Baker, his contract can get restructured. That should free up a lot of money, actually, because he's getting paid a ton. Fred Warner, I don't know if we're going to be able to do his. Oh, we can. Okay, perfect. Fred Warner's contract will get restructured. Remember, kids, don't do this if you want to have money in the future. If you want to have money in future seasons, then you're going to need to manage your team very, very, very well. Don't do what I'm doing here and pay a bunch of expensive contracts and then restructure them to free up more money. All right, we've gotten a few players now. I don't want to go crazy, but then again, I don't know. We need to do so many contracts because we need to have so much money because Micah Parsons is going to want so much money. Devontae Smith, Jalen Waddle, I mean, all these guys are super expensive. So we need to free up as much money as possible. And I don't know how much money that's going to be. And we basically need to restructure every contract we can if we want to have any hope of bringing these guys back. Derek Stingley, same deal. Who else needs to get restructured? Jeremy Chin needs to get restructured. All right. The only way that we can get out of this, basically, is if we just, like, bite the bullet and trade a bunch of these contracts already. But I don't want to do that. So I want to keep these guys around at least for a few more seasons. Jameson Williams' contract can get restructured. After we do a couple more of these, we should have enough money to bring everybody back. We'll get Tevin Jenkins restructured, and then we'll go into one more guy, which will be Kaiser White, who we just signed last offseason. All right, now that we've restructured all those contracts, let's go see. We had negative 17 million when we started, and now we have 178 million. Okay, perfect. We're going to be able to bring back all the guys that I want, especially because Micah Parsons wants to be back. So let's offer him a 6-year deal, 14 and a half, 19. Micah Parsons is back. I understand that's a lot of money, but it's Micah Parsons. So Devonta Smith, I also want back. He wants to be here too, and he's going to come back. Wait, that didn't say yes, did it? No, it didn't. Okay. Annoying, but that's why we do it now, so that we have more opportunities to get him back instead of just the one last one. Jalen Waddle, we'll offer 11 and a half and then 11, and he says that's good. He can come back. Greg Rousseau we need back, and he wants to be back right away. That's coming back. Perfect. Deron Bland does not want to be here, so we'll have to slightly overpay for him. But we should be able to get him with 9 million and probably 9 million. How's that? That's going to come back. Perfect. Jalen Thompson, I'd like to bring back. Probably not as expensive as everybody else, but let's try to bring him back too. He's going to come back. We've got Bernard Raymond that we need to bring back, so we will offer him a contract, but he also doesn't want to be here because he doesn't like that Hawaii has income tax. Well, get over it, Bernard. You're from Germany. That's going to be an accepted contract. Who else do we need? We're going to accept all these options, so that's not a big deal. But we need Daniel Carlson back. He's our kicker. So we'll go like a 6-year deal on Carlson, 3 million, 2.5 million. He's coming back. We'll get Devonta Smith next week. David Njoku, will give him a big old contract. Hopefully he accepts that, and he does. Ronnie Hickman shouldn't be too expensive. We'll get Ronnie back. Give him like a $2.5 million contract. He's going to come back. Okay, so we have 21 million. I don't know if that's going to be enough to get Devonta Smith back. We might have to restructure a couple more guys if we can. But I am going to jump into this game against the Jaguars because I think it might be the last away game of the season. I don't know what we do on week 18. It could be another away game, but we might as well jump in here, see if we can get a W against the Jaguars. Starting off here with the ball on offense against Jacksonville. Let's give this ball to Bijan Robinson, something we don't do very often for some reason, even though he's one of our best players. I'm hoping that Oh, that's easy money. That's easy money. One play touchdown. Bijan Robinson outside. 30, 25, 20, 25. I can't count. You guys know the deal. Touchdown. It's early when I'm recording this. One play touchdown, Bijan Robinson. He had a wide open middle of the field because they blitzed the two outside linebackers. And then all I got was one block from Devonta Smith, and it was off to the races. Bijan Robinson. That's a way to start the game. Jaguars kick a field goal. We'll let the CPU handle a little bit here. That's a touchdown. I'm really hoping that we get ourselves X Factor from Anthony Richardson in the offseason development for year 4. That'll be really, really helpful. But another touchdown. It is 28-3, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, now it's 28-10. Into the second half, or into the late first half. I might want to try to send Jalen Waddle deep and just have his speed, rely on his speed here. Same thing with Devonta Smith. There's no safety help over the top. If one of them wins, which I think Devonta Smith did, if I can just hit him, I don't know why. That didn't work last game against the Niners. Why is Richardson not being able to hit these deep throws? He's got time. He should be able to find these receivers. I mean, they're freaking fast. He doesn't even really have to try. All he has to do is just throw the football, and I didn't see him until it was too late. That one's on me. I didn't see that man until it was probably too late. 53 seconds. I mean, they're playing press coverage like it's their life. We gotta beat it at one point. Although we gotta roll out here. Richardson finds Puka. Puka's got the ball in a first down. Good throw from Richardson to roll out of the pocket there. Find an open man. Call the same exact play, but this time fire it quicker, and it's going to be Njoku getting the ball. Call timeout, call timeout. 18 seconds left. I didn't realize how little time we had. 18 seconds. I don't really like crossers here. Let's go verticals. Oh, I guess I like crossers. I don't like play action, I guess. Fire that in. That's going to be Njoku. He's got himself a huge gain. We'll call another timeout. 11 seconds, one timeout. We are in the field goal range, which is nice. But I don't want a field goal. I want a touchdown to continue the dominance over the Jaguars. So we're going to look towards the right side, probably. I think Njoku's open across the field. That was never going to happen, was it? It was never going to happen. Field goals probably our thing, so we're gonna jump out of this. I probably should have stuck in the pocket, and Njoku would have been open for a touchdown. We're cruising, though. It's 38-13. That huge run on the first play of the game by Bijan was just unbelievable. I never get that lucky on run plays. It happened that they blitzed the linebackers, and they left the middle of the field to basically like two guys. And I outran one, and Devonta Smith blocked the other, and that was pretty awesome. 45-27. I'm glad that the offense showed up today, because if they didn't, we certainly wouldn't win this game. The Jaguars are putting up a lot of points. Why couldn't this have been the game for the X Factor? 3 touchdowns for Richardson? I mean, come on. Little play action boot. Throw it on the run. Find Njoku. Get in the end zone. Over another Jacksonville defender. David Njoku scores. We got another touchdown there. That's 4 for Anthony Richardson. We put up 50-plus points in this game. That's kind of crazy. We get the W. A 50-point game for the offense. That's pretty awesome. Jaguars played pretty well in that one. We needed to put up all 50 of those points to beat the Jaguars, which is kind of crazy because they're, 4-9 on the season? But we did it. We win. We absolutely dominated. 13-1, man. Like I said, if we go one loss the entire year and it's the game that I jumped in, I'm going to be so frustrated. All right, so we have 21 million. Is that going to be enough to bring in Devonta Smith? It should be. Let's offer him a little bit higher of a bonus. We'll give him 12.5, and he says he's coming back. Perfect. So we were able to get everybody back. Now everybody else is just options that we have to accept, which is awesome. So we keep the team together. We're not going to have any money. We're going to have a lot of negative money, but we keep the team together, which is the main important thing. So it's Houston Texan time. They're a bad football team, and we beat them 42-14. Awesome. We play the Colts and the Saints to finish out the regular season. I think we've pretty much locked up the 1 seed regardless of what happens. Yeah, we are the 1 seed in the NFC, which is awesome. We are the only team that's actually clinched a playoff spot. Oh no, the Lions have. The Lions have won the NFC North. At 8-7 is kind of crazy, but the Bears suck, and the Packers and Vikings both suck. So that's why they've won it so easily. But we are the only team outside of the Lions that has won a clinched a playoff spot in the division, or in the conference. And not only that, but we have clinched the number 1 seed, so we will have a bye week. So for the 2nd straight year, we will have the number 1 seed in the playoffs. Last season, obviously, we fell to the Niners, but the Niners might not even make the playoffs this year. I guess we'll find out. We take on Indianapolis, and we will beat them as well. So now we play the Saints. Week 18, Anthony Richardson is now an 86 overall, by the way. Keep that in mind. He's having himself quite the year. Final game of the season against the Saints. Is it going to be a W? It is. I hate my life. We went 16-1 on the year. We probably would have went undefeated if I didn't jump into that Niners game. That is so frustrating. That is so frustrating. Quite the end of the season, though. Quite the wrap-up. We will play Philadelphia in the first round of our first round, in the divisional round of the playoffs. Next episode. Next episode will be the playoffs. Whether it's 1 game against the Philadelphia Eagles, or if it's 2 games against the Eagles and then whoever we play in the NFC Championship, or hopefully 3 games where we win a Super Bowl and we can complete the rebuild part of this series, which is to win a championship. We will take a look at the stats, though. Anthony Richardson finished 2nd in the league in passing yards, by the way. 5,000 passing yards for Anthony Richardson. 45 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, 69% completion percentage. Oh, he is most certainly an X factor for year number 4. It's almost guaranteed. You can't have 5,000 yards, 45 touchdowns, and under 10 picks and not go up from superstar to X factor. Yes, baby, that's such a good season. Such a good season. And Bijan might have won Offensive Player of the Year. 1,600 yards and 20 touchdowns. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, Bijan? That's insane numbers. 4.8 yards per carry as well. Absolutely insane. Devontae Smith had 1,400 yards with 10 touchdowns. Puka actually had 1,100 yards and 9 touchdowns. David Njoku had 900 yards, 10 touchdowns. Waddle 930 with 8 touchdowns. And Bijan even had 7 touchdowns as a receiver as well. Some crazy offensive numbers right now. Defensively, we had 127 tackles from Fred Warner. I see a crazy number by Micah Parsons. Oh my God. 34 sacks for Micah Parsons is actually nuts. Oh my God. Well, we know who won Defensive Player of the Year. Oh my God. 34 sacks? I haven't changed the playbooks or anything. I think we're still running the same playbooks we were running originally. Oh my God, Micah. That's insane. He had 96 tackles as well. Kaiser White at 88 continues to be a solid middle linebacker. 86 tackles for Budda Baker, 76 for Gardner, 69, nice, for Deron Bland. Tackle for loss leader was Greg Rousseau, somehow, with 17. Micah Parsons had 14, 10 for White, 9 for the second-year player Shamel Kellum, and 8 for Brian Bresee. I wouldn't be surprised if Kellum surpasses Brian Bresee for year 4. I would not be surprised. 34 sacks for Micah Parsons is insane. Blowing the record out of the water by 10, by 12. Oh my, that is a crazy stat. I haven't seen a stat like that in a normal Madden simulation in a long time. 34 sacks. Wow. The greatest of all time. He's basically just cemented himself as the greatest of all time. Greg Rousseau had 9. Trayvon Walker 6.5. Kellum had 5.5. Bresee had 4.5. So did Uche. Warner had 3.5. Budda. I mean, we were just getting sack after sack after sack after sack after sack. And we were getting pick after pick after pick. 3 picks for Buda Baker and Deron Bland, 2 for Warner, Adebo, and Gardner, and then 1 for White and Thompson. 34 sacks. We obviously had the best offense in the league. No surprise there. We had the 6th best defense in the league in terms of yards. Okay. Funny. Show me defensive sacks. 34. So in year number 1 of the franchise, Micah Parsons put up 30, which is crazy. I don't remember reacting to that, but I'm sure that it was crazy. Then year number 2, he put up 24 just last season. And now this year, he goes one more. He's like that LeBron gif where it's like, I got one more for you. I got 2 more for you. 2025, he puts up 34. He now owns both the top spots, and he bested his own record by 4. Micah Parsons is goated. He's goated on the sticks. He is goated with the sauce. It's crazy how good Micah Parsons is. And that's why we needed to re-sign him. And we did. So, headed into next episode for the playoffs, we have a true 99 overall running back in Bijan Robinson. We have Anthony Richardson, who put up 5,000 yards on the season. He's playing up to a 92. He's most guaranteed to be an X factor for next season, year number 4. This team is primed and ready to go for a Super Bowl run. We just have to get lucky and actually get it done. We have to go on the field and win a bunch of games. It's going to be Chargers-Ravens. Chargers are the 1 seed over the AFC side, and then Dolphins and Colts. So it's 1, 2, 3, and 4. All the top seeds made it in the AFC side. The Eagles are the 7 seed. They beat the Giants to play us. So it's 1 versus 7, and then a 4 versus 6 of the Lions and Seahawks. That's how the 2025 playoffs have shaped up here. Next episode will be the playoffs. I'm super, super excited because I think that we have a much better team than we had last year, and we were the 1 seed there too. So we got lucky. We don't have to play the Niners. They didn't even make the playoffs. So I don't think they did they? No, they didn't. Okay. So we don't have to play the Niners, who were clearly the better team than us last year. They went on to win the Super Bowl too. All we got to do is do our job like we did the entire regular season, and we'll be Super Bowl champions by the end of next episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I truly appreciate it, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.